One of the most important and critical part of a manager's job is to receive and give feedback. Often, feedback is full of emotions. So I'm going to talk about emotional intelligence and its application in receiving and giving feedback. What is feedback? Feedback is nothing but an appraisal or a neutral assessment and a developmental area that we really want people to work on. And it's not a blame game. First and foremost, try and understand that. There are two types of feedbacks, informal feedbacks and formal feedbacks. Now, informal feedbacks can happen even over a cup of coffee. And they're the best to have over a cup of coffee or a tea. So, in informal feedback, you are trying and connecting with the person in order to change a behavior, B, ask him to take an action on a particular on a particular topic that you want him to improve on, or C, and most importantly, getting your work done in an assertive and a clearer manner. I always use a framework called CEDAR. Okay, C is clarify what you're really looking forward for. E, explain what and why this is important. D is go into details. Okay, detail it down. Okay, A is the action that you want him or her to take, and R, agree on the review points and the review date. So feedback often is given as a personal attack, which it should not be. Feedback is a neutral assessment. Another thing that one must practice while implementing CEDAR is a mechanism called sandwich mechanism. Start with something positive that the person has done, okay, something that is his strength point. Then comes the most important and critical part, that is the meat of the sandwich. Okay, so you put that critical part and then again back it up with another loaf of bread called reaffirmation, or reaffirming your confidence in the person. So feedback has to be with a praise, then the criticism, then reassurance of the entire part. Feedback is not personal criticism. Now I'm going to talk about how one should receive feedback. First and foremost, do not defend the feedback at that moment. Think about why that particular feedback has been given. Often we are full of anxiety and that puts us in a denial mode. So we're not open to listening. Our minds are preoccupied while somebody gives a feedback. We start thinking on why that person thinks that way, and often it becomes a personal blame game, and then we start defending. So please do not defend while he talks or while he or she tells you what are the improvement points. B, the moment that feedback comes in, verify certain instances why that feedback has come in. Put your anxieties to rest. Accept that these things need to be improved on in yourself. And improvement is not something which is critical, but it is also important from personal development point of view. We all keep changing and evolving over the period of time. So it's important that we understand the intent with which the feedback has been given. Then most importantly, commit that you're going to improve on. Okay, so first accept, B, understand why that feedback is given, and D, determine that you're going to improve on. And then keep that improvement visible to the person. Okay, no matter even if the feedback is given in a little unpleasant tone or manner, look at the intent with which it has been given. Even if it is blamed, I would say just look at it in a dispassionate manner, separate emotions from the facts, verify the facts, accept and improve on. And the most important aspect is listening. listening in with an open mind, with an open ear, and without building any defenses or without being anxious of being criticized. So be open to criticism as long as it's healthy, as long as it's not done only for the sake of doing it, and as long as it's not personally abusive. If the feedback session gets a little abusive, stand for your right, say that you understand what the person is trying to make, his point or her point, but at the same time the words are not acceptable, and this can be told in a neutral, dispassionate manner. It's easier said than done, but with practice I'm sure it will be good. So first, while giving the feedback, ensure that the person is not the problem, only a few behaviors that you're trying to fix in the person. Okay, and show the confidence that you believe that the person can improve. And while receiving the feedback, verify it. If it is abusive, simply say that this is not acceptable, and yet look at the facts why this has gone to this extent. So wish you all the best with your feedback sessions. Enjoy your feedback over a coffee. Thank you.